I can do extendo nails and full tip length with the 10. Look at that bead. See that? So you don't have to have a, you know, a, a big brush to be able to do long nails. And I really like the control of the 10 brush. It was just so popular, it gets sold out so fast. Um, but like a beginning when I first started doing this platform, my viewers are all beginners, and as they all bought out the 10 brush, I can see they start buying the higher end brushes, the bigger brushes, and I realized that, oh, they're leveling up. So yeah, so then for first it was the 10 brushes the most popular, then like in mid it was like 12 14s, and all of a sudden now everybody's buying 16s, which is my favorite brush. But you see, as a 10 brush you can actually use it just as for a long brush. Picking up a bead, don't think that you, I'm not telling you, hey, buy my 10 brush, you can be able to pick up a bigger bead. I will never tell you that. Bigger bead means that your ratio, increasing your ratio is like a technique. So you'll be able to increase the ratio, hold the brush in longer, and you'll be able to achieve a bigger bead. And you don't really require to need, yes, it is a little bit easier with a bigger brush, but with a smaller brush, you definitely can achieve all those more. I'd recommend starting off at the 10 because any nail tech that has a good 10 brush, it will last them forever, and they'll be able to do nails. Ooh, I don't want that on there. Oopsie. So, just gonna smooth that back out again. You want a cuticle area. And for a long time, I actually was using the 10 like religiously. I don't know why, but it was just make my, I was just so used to it. And like I said, I use every brush that I sell. Anything I sell, I use. So I keep to my promise, you know. So you can do a really nice application with this brush. Oop. I didn't mean to rotate it. Oops, sorry guys, I didn't mean to rotate it. You guys can see, just good application from the apex out. You need to slope it out from there, and this is the apex. She has a small nail bed, so I gotta make sure this is pretty nice here. When her nail broke, it broke right here, which is perfect. It didn't damage her nails at all. Hey everybody. Hello Jennifer. Do you have any beginner advice on doing nails in forums or tips? I really don't specialize in forums, but good luck. You guys are in luck because I am building my team, and my team is gonna be going live from here. I have a lot of specialists that maybe specialize in forums. They'll be able to do lives on this page for you guys to enjoy also. So like I said, if some things I can't do, I'll bring someone in, and then you'll be seeing a lot of my educating team and my teams going live on here and scheduling lives to make sure you guys get the content you need. Even polygel, 3D stuff, you know. I want to give you guys a lot of content on this page. I know, like you guys I've been talking about it. So yes, if I don't do polygel, I'm gonna find someone that does good polygel, and then they're gonna go live here and show you guys how that they do polygel. And then I'm gonna find someone that does certain things, and I'm gonna have certain things, just like our little Nail Talks After Dark. It's like a little TV show. So this Nail Studios page is gonna be popping the next month or two, guys. We're gonna slowly integrate it in. You guys gonna see it, and I hope you guys love it. For those guys that are interested in classes, Denver, San Jose, and Vegas are filling up. So make sure you secure your seat now before they get filled up. Denver is next month, the 14th, 15th, okay? And then I'll see my Atlanta students at the end of this month.
Hello. How do you choose your nude colors to match the client's skin color? Like, I'm dark brown matching.
I actually don't even do that. The skin color thing is like one of those things where I really don't like. I think that was like back in the day thing, you know, like back when we had like I don't know who started the skin color thing, where oh hey your skin tone works good with this color. You don't really need to base off on that, to be honest. I think anybody's skin tone is great. I mean there are some colors that maybe look ridiculous, not like look a little bit too crazy, but I think at the end of the day skin tone is really not a factor as long as you do the design and everything right. So when I do fill, you guys see that? I prepped and everything. You get rid of any lifts that you have. I didn't have that many lifts. So I just get just enough powder. We're not trying to bring up too much powder here, okay guys? Just for that EQ area. The last thing you want to do is have too much powder. And what you do is you make your nail too bulky. And then you have to work harder. Fills, or you gotta work easier. See that? Just enough, and I'll blend it in. See the apex area, and I'll be able to fill in, and I'll make sure that my cuticle area is nice and flushed, just like that.
Someone's asking what color is the chisel powder again?
This is 172, solid 172. You cut it in shape? All right, Jasmine. That's that. Just enough. Just enough right there in the cuticle area. That's all you need. Just like that. Yeah, see, I don't add any more thickness. I already have the thickness from the last set. I don't need to add any more. Just enough is what I need. It's just where the cuticle grew out. A lot of times when we do fills, you guys are doing too much powder.
Thank you, Kiana. Kiana's liking my ring.
They always look at rings. They're over here. I'm over here working my ass off doing nails. All you guys are focused on the people's rings. That's leaving a bad taste in my mouth, guys.
How can I tell how thin or thick my application is by looking at it?
I would always say the free edge would be 1 to 1 credit card thickness, and then as it moves to the apex, it's gonna slope up and it's gonna get a little bit thicker, but not too thick. As in, you gotta make sure it's not a drastic thickness. You see a lot of times nails would just be like thick right here and just bulge out. See how it's thick here and it slopes and it's thicker here because of the apex area, then it gets thinner towards the free edge. The thicker it is, you'll lose the shape. So you gotta have the minimum thickness, especially with stiletto. You can't have a lot of thickness at the tip. For struggle with beading, I definitely recommend like practicing your liquid to powder ratio. A lot of people forget about that step, how to pick up beads. It's very important. Sometimes in class, when I teach classes, we actually stop the student like, hey, how about you sit here and just pick up beads for a little bit? And once they get that down, then they're able to apply. Some of our students are actually beginners, like never touched acrylic before, so we have to really go back to the fundamentals. Our class is a little bit more of just technique teaching, and if, I've always said that we're never perfect. We try to be perfect. Class not for everybody, teaching style wise, but my teaching style is technique and repetition. You come in with the mentality to work and just get the technique down, you're gonna grow from it. You gotta come in with the ability to want to learn. Can't come in thinking you know everything, because we have nail techs that take our class that are like 100,000 followers on Instagram, y'all. Like, they're amazing nail techs that still take it. Because Votino, Vina, and I, we have a certain unique technique or a style or a design they want to learn. And my class is mainly, teaching techniques and fundamentals, and then also, we go through a lot of designs. So we can't sit and focus on acrylic all day like a lot of people, some other classes or one-on-ones you guys go to. Because we got to make sure that the students that are there for the designs learn the designs. We have powder modeling, we have ombre, we have encapsulation. We have all these crazy designs we have to show the students. And make sure that they can get their chance to, get assistance from us while they're there. But other than that, I think that's a good, and based on like how big your client's nail bed is, you can reflects on your apex also. You can have a huge apex when your client's nail bed is small. It just doesn't look right. Make sure you gotta do it just proper.
And how can I get signed up for the Atlanta class?
No, Atlanta class is already full. It's been full for months. You can go to Denver and Vegas and San Jose. Atlanta's been way full, and those students aren't budging. Everybody's there's like a line of people like, if anybody drops out, let me know. And I'm messaging the students, like, anybody gonna be dropping out? They're like, nope, we ain't budging. Atlanta's our last East Coast class before we go West Coast, so definitely. And it was one of our fastest filling classes. They filled up within like a couple weeks. So you can still have Denver. Denver's a very nice class. Me, Votino, and Vina are being in Denver, Vegas, and San Jose. And we got a lot of fun designs for Denver. A lot. Just like that. And all you guys do is DM here in Neta Studios. My team will get to you, or I will get to you, and we'll send the information. Need the reserve receipt. All the classes are over half capacity already, or if not more. I haven't checked yet, but I know that the last time I checked was over half capacity. So it's first come, first serve. There's a lot of people that have gotten the information. They're just waiting on putting in a deposit. So it could fill up overnight, it could fill up over a week easily. And we don't know because people are just sitting on there like, okay. They were all decided to put deposit in one day.
Someone's asking, are you coming towards Springfield MA anytime soon?
I was just there. We were just there for Connecticut. We had a lot of students from Springfield come down. Unfortunately, you have to make sure you guys turn on a notification or follow my social media. And also, we're going to be doing the giveaway again because I promised you guys at 20K, we'll do the giveaway for the whole student kit. So stay tuned for that whenever I post it. Make sure you go to Instagram, pin the link below, turn out the notifications so you don't miss it. You have to turn out the notifications, say, I got to see you first. If you missed a post, I do the giveaway and you don't get a chance to enter it. And if you guys want to see what my student kit looks like, you can actually go to my Instagram, check my story live highlights, and you'll see what the student kit look like. I think a lot of my previous students sitting in here watching this live probably like, ooh. Okay, just clean my brush. That's how it's going to be. See how it flickers through? If it sticks together, that means your brush is not clean. Make sure you clean it properly. Whenever you done cleaning my brush, I showed this because I want to make sure that you guys are taking care of my brushes. Okay? Whenever you're done cleaning my brush, before you store it, make sure it's clean. I have some excess here from the last time I used it. You see where it's crimped right here when I crimped it for you? You have to flatten it out this direction, not this direction, to get it more flatter. You can't leave it like this and expect it to be flat, okay? You have to train it. And what this is gonna hold this shape every time you use it, okay? Once again, this color is 172 by Chisel. I can't wait to show you guys the new wave gel colors. Oh my lord.
Someone's asking, do you clean it with the monomer?
Yes, I clean with the monomer. I clean with the monomer because monomer is less damage to your brush than acrylic. Acetone. You don't clean with acetone brush cleaner because that breaks it down faster, okay? The monomer should be used to be cleaning it. Hey Nyla Johnson, how are you? Hey Stephanie. How you been, Stephanie? I'm heading your area. I'm not heading to you, Stephanie. I think Denver is pretty close to you, right? So I'm just gonna refresh the shape, the stiletto here. Fairly easy, right? Just go right inside, side to side. Just side to side. There you go. And my shape is back. That's one of the perks of having doing a fill because you're able to just boom, boom, boom. I love doing fill sometimes. It's really quick. See how sharp this is? Very sharp. And just left, right. I'm using 100 grit. And this is the fresh one I repaired earlier. Maybe I'll do a little bit more filing, but not that much because you don't want to overfile. The moment you overfile, you've ruined your shape, okay? See how fast it is? Don't sit there and overfile. It's actually a bad habit for a lot of people to sit there and just file, and before you know it, your shape is, you lost your shape. You don't want to lose your shape.
Are your nail tips back in stock?
Yep, all my nail tips are back in stock except the taper ones. They're on their way. But the C-curve, medium, long to long are there. And the stilettos are there. These are my stiletto tips I use for the full set also. I just filed in a little bit more to give it a little more sharpness. But there you go.
Yes, me too. I love the color. She said she loves this color.
So like when you get the stiletto tips, you see how it's not as sharp. That's when you're able to file it in more and give it the sharpness you want it. I'll show you guys a little bit of hand filing technique to make sure that the stiletto stays sharp. Pretty much everything's back in stock right now. Brushes, art brushes, yeah. There you guys go. That. Just bring it in. Yep, more sharp edge right there. Why is that when I use Mia Secret monomer and chisel powder, it dries white and lumpy, not smooth? Mia Secret monomer and chisel powder dries white and lumpy? What do you mean white? That means Mia Secret is a very slow setting monomer. It's probably not setting. What do you mean by drying white? You mean like it's like a residue? Mia Secret monomer should work with chisel powder. It's probably just not drying yet. Cause it's a very slow setting monomer, Mia Secret. My monomer is about a medium setting. So it works really good with chisel powder and all these core powders. It depends which Mia Secret you're using too. Drying white and lumpy, I've never heard about that. I've never seen that happen. Lumpy is maybe your application. Drying white could be like the powder not marbleizing or completely getting, all the acrylic to turn over from powder to liquid. So you're having like crystallization. That's why it looks white. Whiteness is really just crystallization. What color are you using? Are you using a white color? Hey Star, how are you? Just reshaping the nail. See that? It's very simple, very quick actually. Yes, it's crystallization. That means that it's not the Mia Secret powder is not getting in it enough. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a quick hand filing. Not really that much because remember this is already smooth from my application. I did not add too much powder to this, so it's already smooth from my application from before. So that's why it's really quick. So I really don't have to use the drill other than just the cuticle area. Do a quick hand file. That's why I love doing fills because you don't have to really work a lot with the drill if you have application really nice and smooth in the beginning. Look, see that? It's very quick. Look at that. Whew. Yeah, this color is really nice. It's a nice pink from, I want to say this is like a cover pink. You can probably paint anything over this. I would definitely use this pink a lot more. I'm almost running out of it, so. That's it. This is the one I repaired, so of course I'm gonna hand file a little bit more. And the key to this hand filing is you bring it into like a point towards you, into a point, and you're doing circular motion, and it gives the nail a nice crisp shape instead of losing the shape. Stiletto is very important when it comes to that. A lot of times we're filing wrong with the stiletto, you actually lose the shape very easy because you want that nice spherical spear look. It looks like a spear. Yeah? Not just a flat point, it looks like a spear. So when you achieve that, you'll have that nice stiletto look. See that? See, I'm moving my hands. Look at that. Now we just gotta do the cuticle work later. Very fast. No. Boom. So the ones that I already filled are a little bit quicker, but I still gotta do it. So now when I go through the drill, I'm only worried about the cuticle area, which is the where the seal in the cuticle, okay?
Could you use a sanding bit to do that also?
Yeah, you can, but it just takes a little bit longer, and you're not getting, like, I want to bring it in towards me to make that point. So this kind of brings towards me a little bit easier. A sanding band, yes, I'll probably use a sanding band later to like smooth everything out, but I want to get that nice shape first. And the sanding band will help with me with that later, but you can. If you have the sand band, you have the sanding band, but if you want to just hand file, you can hand file also. Back then I did hand file a lot, but a lot of people asked me, request me to do it, so now I'm starting doing it more often, just to show the technique so that people can, that maybe, a lot of beginners are new, so they're not really used to using the hand file yet, so I want to show them the ability to do that.
So the curve won't lose its shape towards the free edge.
Nope. Yeah, see how I'm doing it? I'm bringing it in a circular motion. So I'm bringing everything in towards me, like a point, at a point. So see, so now you have the point without having a weird, see that? It's spherical. You see how the sides? Yeah, see how the sides are caved in? This is a difference. See how the point is right there? If you have just one thickness all around, not like this, your stiletto is not gonna look like this from a 2D view. Okay, it makes a big difference. You got the gel top that says your favorite? I told you, T, I told you. I told you will love that shit. Thank you, Am. And take a picture and tag me on Instagram. Okay, now we'll do the cuticle work. Okay, we've already done what we've already done the base of the nail, so we now have to work on the cuticle area. Okay. Are you ordering for your whole salon, Em? Nếu mà order cho salon á, nhắn tin anh đi, anh có thể gọi bot cho em. Cho em giá rẻ hơn. See, right now I'm not gonna go through. I'm gonna go through and just make sure that my cuticles are sealed. Just make sure this guarantees me to have not any lifts, okay? Set. I'm gonna go around the cuticle area and make sure I'm using a sharp bit right now. It's my sharp from my nail dad's sharp line.
What speed is your drill at?
My drill's probably at a 10. I drill a little bit quicker, but I should recommend you guys do a 6 to 9. Whatever you're comfortable with, okay? Don't go off other people's speed. Completely different technique and experience, okay? So I'm gonna blend from the cuticle out because I don't want too much bulge by the cuticle area, okay? Especially with my clients' nails being this baby's nail bed right here. Mine's a low bar already? Jesus. Yeah, see? It slopes from here out to here and down here. And make sure you have that slope, okay? Because sometimes a lot of you guys are having too much bulge here in this cuticle area. It's not proper, okay? You know who I'm talking about. You're sitting right there. What would you say to a short bitten nail? What would you do? I have a friend that there's really nothing you can do. Hello, Corinne. Short bitten nails is hard to work with because you really gotta make sure they come in and get the fills or they'll just pop off. I always say, like, you know, if you have short bit nails, once you put the set on, make sure you come back every week and a half so we can fill it in so you get more adhesion to your nail bed. Other than, because once it starts growing out and you know they're nail biters, and if the nails are long, it's gonna pop off because there's just not enough surface area that is bonding to, you know. What would you recommend for a beginner acrylic powder? I would recommend wave gel and chisel. They're pretty affordable. Look at that. Just focus on this area right now. I can go downward like that. So I already smoothed it out. So if I use my drill bit and go downward, it's fine. I can even use a sanding band or I can even buff it out. But see, the point is there. Ooh-wee. It is a pretty good brand, but you guys wait until you guys see Wave Gel's new powder, the new formula. Ooh, you guys will cry for it. There you go. Just like that. Cuticle areas are so important. That's where your lifts come from, okay, guys? And remember that. Lifts come from here. Hey, Dina, how are you? Hey, Cece. Look at all my students up in here. I don't have a salon on, but I only do nails for a year, so I do a small room in my house. Okay. Okay. Well, gee. Let's see. It's gonna be a lot of stuff coming along this page. You need that bit. Yep, this is the fine 5-in-1 sharp bit. Jesus. This bit is pretty amazing, I'm not gonna lie. You can't go wrong with this bit. The reason why you shouldn't do this often, if you don't do this right, you actually ruin the smoothness of the nail. So make sure you do it right. A lot of times, a lot of students, I show them this bit, like, okay. Just like that. Should be quick just because I'm demoing and I'm showing you guys, so it takes me a little longer. But this process, you should be able to go through it really fast. Make sure you get the cuticle area flush. And you'll be able to work fairly easy. Here, one hand down. Yep, they're all in stock. All the bits are in stock. Go through your figure just like so. This one is the one I repaired earlier, so I'll be able to drill a little bit more, pay more attention to this because it's a little bit bulkier than the other ones. The other ones we just filled in. Blend it down. Gotta make sure that I don't have too much bulge in that cuticle area, okay? You gotta slope it forward, slope it down. How you position your hand is definitely gonna help you with that. If a lot of you guys have a lot of bulk, this is your time to bring down that bulk and also clean up the cuticle area. Make everything so finesse. See that? See that? This is what we try to achieve, guys. To be able to slip out the nail and straight out. This is extra fine. This is a fine, not extra fine. This is a fine. I rarely use extra fine. I feel like it's just not enough grit for me. So I definitely use only fine and medium. Anything over medium is just for breaking down powder, like those coarse bits or X-coarse bits. That's what I'm talking about. Not that. This is the sharp, not the safety. The safety, you probably still achieve a little bit of this, but it will be less sharp to go on the cuticle area. So it takes a little bit more time. Not time, but it's not as crisp. But you can still use the safety. Safety is not that bad. My safety is not like one of those round off safety bits. It's just a little bit more cambered at the edge so that you won't have to cut. But this, once you use it for a while, your bit gets like kind of worn out, and it becomes a really nice like happy medium. So I wouldn't say they're too bad. But it will only stay sharp for like maybe the first 5 to 10 sets. Afterwards, it gets a little bit worn out and it becomes perfect. Like not too sharp, but it still can get in there and do the job, you know? Just like that. There you guys go. So we're gonna finish off this and we're gonna do our design. I'm feeling like another abstract design. I might use different colors than what I did last time. I might use neon colors this time around. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use the neon colors. You know what? Neon color outlining. That's gonna be hot. It's summertime. You want those neon outlines are definitely in.
Maybe I'll make some Zaxby's after I haven't ate all morning.
Never eat. And there you guys go. I'm gonna go ahead and just buff this down too. Just make it all even. So we're just gonna buff really nice. Make sure you don't buff the tip, okay? Buff towards you, like this. Buff towards you for that sharpness, okay? Up here you can buff across, but when you get to the tip, you gotta buff towards you. Circular motion, get that nice point. If you buff like this, you're gonna take away the point. That. Okay, wash your hands. I'm probably gonna use my neon set. Unsure if I want to do multiple colors or just do one color. Brought one back from the class. Brush. I'm probably gonna use my neon colors. I used my pastel last time in her set, so let's do the neons. Let's see the hot pink here. Oh yeah. Hot pink. Let's do this nice green.
These are all new.
No, this is just a neon. Yeah. We did pastel last time and you're ready, so we're gonna do neons this time. This is the highlighter yellow. Kind of like that green, but it's more of a yellow highlighter. I wouldn't say this is a neon blue, but it's a blue. It's very bright blue, so. I'm probably not gonna use all of them, but I'm just gonna open them just for now. This is the red, blood red. It's a nice red also. And we got purple.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, this purple is nice. Okay. Let me put some gloves on. Set up later. I'm gonna use my liner brush. This is my 20 millimeter. It's a very long brush to do my line work. So this is hot pink. So this gel is very, very pigmented, very thick. You don't need a lot, okay? Keeps the shape of the nail. Because it doesn't bulge out. You're not doing this with gel polish, right? What happens when you do this with gel polish? There's no way it's gonna be that crisp. Not getting a lot on the brush, just minimal, okay? It's a very thick, but it's very pigmented and it's definitely gonna be usable. I get about like this. That's all I need. That? Maybe that's even a little too much. Gotta remove the little droplet from it. This is all you need. With this pigment, it really just... The key to this is make sure that I don't lose my shape, because this is stiletto. When we use regular gel polish, what's gonna happen is gonna bulge on the sides, and the gel polish is not gonna look good. This gives me nice, thin, consistent lines without losing my shape. And look, it stays the shape. As it moves, I haven't cured it yet. Let's move on to this blue here. This beautiful blue we got here. Same thing. You see, I'm only doing one coat, okay? Just run it over and over. You don't want to cure and go another coat because it'll just make it thicker. This gel, art gel, it should be nice and pigmented. It's actually on sale right now, so. You need a UV LED for this, okay? UV LED lamp to cure this product. These brushes are my liner brushes. They're nice long. It's dual brush. The other end is a 10, and this end is a 20. Look at that. I think that red and that purple will be perfect. So we're doing bright colors this summer, you know? I'm just gonna start right up here. One stroke, drag through. Hold my breath a little bit. Because I know I'm doing long lines, I need a long brush. It gives me to have like a guide. Oh, look at that. See, all these are still in place. Let's finish off with this purple here. Sorry, I was focused there. I place my brush and I just bend it down and I drag, keep my line consistent. Because this is a long brush, it's a very, this brush is made from the same material as my acrylic brushes. So it has actually, it's very soft. You do a lot of Amazon brushes, they're like synthetic, like plastic. So it's kind of stiff. This brush is It's very soft. It bends. It's very thin. So we have one hand down. Look, it hasn't even moved. I gotta cure it though, because she's gonna mess up, I guarantee you. So now I want a quick cure. Okay. Okay. Same. I'm gonna start the thumb first, since I'm at the other side hand. And these lines are very easy. I know a lot of you guys struggle with doing these lines. This is a very popular design in the summer. I guarantee you, I guarantee you, after I do the design and post it, you're gonna see a lot of it on the internet. That's usually what happens. So it's red. I'm just using bright colors. Pastel was spring, so now we're into summer now. So we're gonna use bright colors. And this is a very simple design, but it's actually very nice. This design complements the shape of the nail. The better you do these lines, the sharper your set looks. This design complements this shape. Sometimes when you're doing designs, you got to make sure that the design complements the nails also. Very, very complementary to the shape. See that? And I'm not cleaning this brush with alcohol. I'm just taking, because look, when I'm changing color, I'm just taking a paper towel and I'm just cleaning the ink. This is the high pigmented gel. You don't have to use alcohol or acetone. You don't want to make this brush too dry. That I'm just cleaning, wiping it off. Blue?
Mm-hmm.
Now you guys are using your art brushes and you're cleaning with alcohol and acetone. You don't really necessarily have to do it. This is art gel. It's very pigmented. It's thick. It's not like a gel polish where you have to clean it. Well, even gel polish you can still do the same. I just clean it with a paper towel, wipe it down, wipe it down. And no, I don't paint my sides because this design is mainly just on top. If you paint the sides, it's gonna look weird. You can, but this is mainly just like a top end. You see that? You take the picture, it's gonna look like that. You can paint the side, but it's gonna definitely take away from the shape, and I do not want to take away from my shape. Green?
No.
Pink. Hot pink. No, green.
That's green or the yellow?
No, that's the green. We're just doing an outline of the shape. When we take pictures, we're gonna take pictures of the top end like this. So you're really not gonna see the sides. But you can paint the sides if you want. That's gonna make the sides very bulge out, and it's gonna take away from the shape. And that's the last thing I wanna do. It doesn't matter how good my pigment gel is. If I paint the sides, it's gonna take away from the shape. This is just a style, my preference. You can do it the other way. If you wanna paint the sides, go ahead and do it. If your client wants it, that's fine too, okay? You don't have to do what I do. Just my little recommendation for you all. Certain designs require you to have some certain finesse to it. Pinky, pinky. There's only one finger left. See, I'm just borrowing polish from up here. See that? I'm not putting any more up there because it's a very pigmented. I just keep dragging it through, and look, I made it to the bottom, right? If I bring up more, it's just gonna make it thicker and thicker, just like that. We're gonna probably do a top coat this time because this is a nice neon color, so we're gonna use top coat instead of matte. The last time we used pastel, we used matte. See? Secure. Once again, that was from my gel art kit. Blues, red, highlighter, yeah, green. I do have, see the other side is pastels. These are pastel colors. Really nice. There's a mint, lavender, like a mandarin orange. Oh, so pretty.
The other one's down here.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Gonna top coat it now for you. I use my that top coat, which is probably pretty bomb ass. A lot of you guys that have it already. Just pay for Vegas. Yes, I will check my DM, Chanel, and then I'll add you after this, okay? For those of you guys that are GMing for classes, look at this top coat. You only need one thin coat, okay? This top coat is a nice medium top coat. It's not runny, it's not too thick. It's a nice thin coat. It helps you keep your shape because a lot of runny top coats, what happens is it goes on the sides and you lose your shape. We don't lose our shape. Ooh, God, look at that. Shit. Shape stays sharp. Just like that. Go ahead, go ahead. Ow. I'm telling you, man, this top coat is the truth. I would say this top coat, I would guarantee money back guarantee. If you don't like it, you can send it back. Just pay for shipping. Just very thin coat, guys. You don't need thick coat or top coat. This is a very medium one, so it won't move all over the place. It stays where it needs to be, okay? Okay, switch. Look at that shine, guys. No filter needed. Straight out of the oven. You see? I stand by my top coat. Not bulky.